I will pimp slap you. This feels really racist, JD. Why can't I be a vampire?
Because it's my movie. Now let's take it from the top, and I'm not going to ask you again. Blacker.
Blacker.
Yes, please.
Blacker.
Ah!
What do you boys think my biggest issue with this article is? Let's go through the headline here. From CNN, of all places. The new slang teens use to insult boys who are too nice to girls. This is written by Terry Ward. Now, it's right there. It's right there in the headline, which is the problem that I have with this, which would be the problem that I have with this article. But we'll get into it because we haven't. Hey, who knows what the word is, right? Shannon was used to her socially awkward son being bullied by other boys at the private school he attends in Atlanta. Oh, in Georgia. Oh, yeah, this isn't a contrived story at all. But when she picked him up from school in mid-January and her eighth grader told her he was being called a simp, Shannon, who's only using her first name to protect her son's identity, didn't know what to think or only using her first name because CNN couldn't come up with a full name, but whatever. So, the word simp, huh? The word simp is new, CNN. You get it, right? Like, simp, oh my God, it has been around for, like, forever. It's not a new term. But CNN and all of its, we must inform the public of what these young men are doing and saying to berate each other. Oh, this is just as bad as ecstasy. Oh no. CNN is trash. CNN is such trash. Simp is not a new word, CNN. Golly. Like, honestly, it was in the word pimp from Iceberg Slim, which was written was like 69, like 68, 67, 69, like back in those days. So to sit here and pretend is a term simp. And if you're on this channel, you know what the damn word simp means. But just in case, sucker for like, mediocre pussy, sucker, what is it? Like emasculating himself? What's the I stand for? Either ways, it's just like, yo, you trash. I don't want to say you trash, but when it comes to the whole power dynamics between the biological sexes, because gender isn't a real thing and it doesn't exist. You can't be weak-willed or weak-handed with a woman. It's just not how it works. And this is coming from someone who has spent time simping, as many men that discuss such matters will admit to. Like, we've simped at some point because it's a thing that comes along, like, maturity and understanding the true, I don't mean to make it sound corny, but the true power of masculinity is, recognizing, oh wow, I did play that wrong. Is having those experiences, right? Because as they've said in several videos, like in several articles, that, men, by the time men turn 35, 40, in that age range, that's more of a prime for us because established resources, all these other things, as opposed to our younger days where the inverse is accurate for the young ladies. So once again, men and women aren't the same thing. And CNN is just like, yeah, this is a new hip slang word that they're insulting boys who are just too nice. Yeah, because probably that boy ain't got his daddy, so his friends are trying to pump a little testosterone in himself. Like, hey, don't ask her if you kiss her. You take that. All right. He's telling me this, and I'm driving, and I'm trying to make sense of it. Oh wow, yeah. Oh, big surprise, huh? She said, I'd never heard the word. Of course not. I have no doubt in my mind that, whether fictional or not, Shannon here has never read the book Pimp by Iceberg Slim. He told me it basically means that I'm just being nice to girls because I like them, she said. I was like, wait, my kid is being picked on for being nice to girls? Ah, feminism alarm. Trigger. Her son had told her he'd recently been put in the friend zone by one of the girls who made it clear she wasn't interested in dating him. They had continued to be friendly. See, this is why I don't believe it, because as being a young man, like, do you go really talk to your mom about this? But more than likely, the young man doesn't have his dad around. So, I mean, like, I guess, and clearly, like, his homeboys is trying to say, like, yo, stop being weak about this. His homeboys is giving him straight up advice. Shannon, if you're real, how about you let him listen to his homeboys? You do all these things as a, friend zone, one of the girls who made it clear she wasn't interested in dating him, that they continue to be friendly. You do all these things as a parent to raise your kid right, to be nice to everyone, especially kids without many friends, Shannon said, and you never think that by making your kid the nice one, you could be making him the target of bullies. It's because you're a woman, Shannon. Like, that's because you're a woman. You know who wrote this again? Terry Ward. All right, because it's Terry, it could kind of go either way, but yeah, you're thinking like a woman. It's Terry if you gotta meet. What is a simp? While many parents might be unfamiliar with the word simp, chances are your tween or teen has used or at least heard the term. Simp hashtags are rampant on TikTok. Instagram has over 350,000 posts tagged simp, and there are Facebook groups devoted to simps and simping. It can be a verb too. Oh! Depending on who you talk to, there is some debate on the word's current usage and how much, if at all, it has evolved over time. While simp's way back origins are connected to the word simpleton, its current usage is linked to West Coast American rappers like Too Short's. It goes back even further. You are lazy. You are lazy, CNN. Goes back to Too Short, who first used it in the mid-1980s in a way that denotes the opposite of a pimp in his song Pimpology. In 1992, Boyz II Men released a song called Simpin' Ain't Easy, using a different spelling of the word and invoking frustrated yearning. Urban Dictionary's top definition of a simp is someone who does way too much for a person they like. Other definition, okay, no, it's a man. It's a man who sits there and is a complete sucker for love ass trick, okay? Oh, do you not know those? Other definitions on the crowdsourced online dictionary means a man who puts the hoes before the bros, and a guy that is overly desperate for women, especially if she's a bad person or has expressed her disinterest in him in him whom he continues to obsess over, which is probably the most accurate of the definitions. Simp is slang for a man, Jesus Christ, CNN, who is desperate for the attention and affection of a woman, said Connor Howitt, 23, a digital strategist for Turner PR in New York City, and emailed to CNN. Think the energy of a puppy dog eyes, but manifested in a romantic human form. Howlett's, oh, Jesus Christ. Okay, I am pretty sure that Terry's a chick, and we're not even gonna. I'm not even dignifying this with a full 10 minutes of my time, because CNN, you're just trash bags. You really, really are, and you're only back to the 80s. Nah, further, way further. Boys, with that being said, we're going to bring this one to an end. All the internet stuff. If you like it, toss a like, dislike, go ahead, do that too. Nobody's scared of you. Sub. If you enjoy my fantastic voice, you want to get videos like this every single day, share, because sharing is caring. And YouTube and Bitchute and like are the biggest fans of your boy over here for very obvious reasons. Bang the bell for notifications. Get something from the Teespring. Check me out on Patreon as well. Links in the description. Actually go into the description box and do damage and speak. Let me know. What do you guys think in the comments? Yeah, man, like the new slang teens use to insult boy. New to you, CNN. It is new to you. So, let's be far more specific here. Shannon, I don't really think Shannon exists. I think Terry Ward just wanted to sell the remaining geriatrics on CNN. Oh my goodness. And those geriatrics are probably like, what are you talking about? Simp has been around since I was a young boy. You know, back in the day, we used to always make fun of little sissy ass simps. You know, sit and suck for love avenue. But like, boy, see here talking about that turn new. Belong here. What's wrong with you, boy? Oh, girl, I don't know. Your name's Terry. Anyways, guys, let me know what you think in the comments. And until the next one.
This food is destructive.
This food is your culture.
Then the culture is destructive.